well. So hang on a second. Whatever. So yeah, we'll go around the room here, guys, and then we'll go through. I'm gonna pick on Caitlin first today.
So my guy who is looking for a townhome in Riverview is finally getting pre-approved. We are just waiting for Rob's team to get him all, like go through his whole application and everything. He actually texted me Friday when I was on my way home from the office and was like, "Oh, my credit score went up." I was like, "Oh, great, fantastic." So he's like, "Well, I hope they didn't run my credit already." I was like, "Well, let me go ahead and check." And they hadn't yet because they said they're a little backlogged and everything. But so they said I'd mentioned it to them. They're like, "Oh, great." So, we'll take a look at it and do all that. I was supposed to hear back from that seller in Gibsonton yesterday. I figured with it being Easter, that was why I didn't hear from her. So I'll be checking in with her today. Again, just to see what's going on and everything. She said she wanted to talk with me about what the situation was and everything. So hopefully I'll have news on that. Otherwise, I don't really have much else going on per se.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the other stuff's kind of like still kind of waiting in the wings stuff. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you have any KV Core leads that you are currently actively working?
No.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Anything else you need help with? I mean, I'm here to help you today, obviously, if you need anything. So.
No, a lot of my stuff is really just like doing some of the things that I said I've been doing, I wanted to do, like sharing some of my videos like out to like local Facebook groups and stuff like that. I finally, not really, but kind of figured out how to post them to Instagram. I've been like, it's been literally like weeks. I've been trying to like figure out how to schedule them to go to Instagram, and then the bit rate was too high and then it still wouldn't do it. And then my phone was like, "Oh, but you need to allow it to do this." And I was like, "But it's allowed." And it's been a mess. So I ended up like just posting the one the other night when I could figure it out. And I'm just going to have to literally like sit down and make a reminder on my phone and actually do a lot of that stuff because I can't schedule them out on everything. It seems like it just, it's a little overwhelming, but look at that.
Hang on a second. I love Buyer sometimes. I forget. I'm seeing who's got this lead really quick here. Oh, it's you.
Oh, the PJ guy last night.
Yeah, I just saw his text back.
Yeah, not to be a dick or anything. I was like, well, then why did you even text back? And so I was just like, I'll just let him come to me.
Oh, he's looking to rent.
Yeah, so I was like, whatever. Yeah.
We should probably put, for you guys that are running any Facebook ads or even like, we should probably put in like the disclaimer, like, do not click this button if you're looking to rent.
I think we should try it because it seems like there's a lot that come in that are like looking to rent. And then it's like, but why? Like, why are you looking at houses that are listed for sale? Like,
and it literally says in the ads, for sale.
People are dumb.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay. Fun stuff. So just make sure for all of you that are doing it, make sure when you like for that one, Caitlin, because I just, I do browse the buyer leads that we're getting or the leads that we're getting in general. Mm-hmm. Please make sure you're switching it from buyer to renter lead.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Because that way, because if I see it's a renter lead, I'm not even going to really do too much, and neither should you guys. Other than like, I think that, and you should definitely do some pre-qualifications on these buyer leads that are renters. And again, finding out how much money they have. If they don't have 10K down, like, if they have 10K, try educating them on like a rent to own program. If they don't have that much, then we should literally be doing what, Lindsay, and I know you've talked about, is like literally push them to the home partners or whoever you want to work with on that stuff. So you guys can get paid something, if you get a full commission after you get pre-approved, that's definitely a way to deal with these buyer lead or renter leads.
And that was kind of what I was going to try to like, I was starting to kind of question him, at least finding the areas he wanted to look at, and then kind of look like at his financial kind of situation and see if it may be something that I could go that way. If not, I was literally just going to set him up on a search and be like, here, you know, kind of the way I do a lot of rentals is like, I'll set you up on a search. And if you find one that you're interested in, I will send you the listing agent's info directly so you can coordinate all with them, because I'm not driving all over God's creation. That guy was in Pasco. I was like, not doing it.
Yeah. And again, you can obviously share that lead with somebody else as well up in Pasco. But like, do you work with home partners or just somebody else?
I don't work with home partners. I do Divvy Homes.
Is that local?
They're all over the nation, but they've got like a Tampa thing.
I'm wondering if we should. I just reached out to Lindsay because I know she works with home partners. I wonder if we shouldn't have one of the each of those people come on and do like a training with us. It's like, here's how you convert your renter leads into actual commissions.
We can always ask them. I can reach out to the Tampa team.
Please
I know they work like Florida and Tennessee, but I can see if like maybe one of them would be happy to.
Even if it's like a virtual training, it's fine. I obviously would love to have stuff more in person, as we're all finally getting back to in-person stuff. But yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea to like have those two connections and maybe others as well, to say, hey guys, when you get these leads, you know, don't just throw them in the trash. It's gonna make some money that way, and know the criteria, know the parameters, that kind of stuff. So I think it'd be worth it for everybody.
I think that would be great.
Good stuff.
Yep.
All right, Billy.
Hey, Greg, I actually opened a KV Core email, so I'm making some progress, I promise.
What's that?
I said I actually opened a KV Core email, so I'm making some progress, I promise.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. Anyways, for me, I actually bought a house, which I'm pretty pumped about, in South Tampa. I closed on Wednesday, so.
Is that your house?
So that's
is that your personal house, or is that the one you posted about?
Yeah, that's what I posted about. So I've been renting it for like almost a year, and I've been looking forever, and my landlord just wanted to cash out, so I was able to buy it. But it has a mother-in-law suite, so I'm Airbnb-ing it. So I'm adding it to my workload, which will be interesting.
Very cool. That's awesome. Congrats, man.
Thanks, dude. And then other than that, I listed my South Tampa listing over the weekend on Paxton. We listed for $389. We got a lot of offers, but we had some person come in like super strong, like 405 with an escalation clause to 420, and $10,000 appraisal gap on there, and as well as like short inspection and close in 30 days. So we ended up taking that one. So unfortunately it was at 405, but you know, it's still awesome for my seller. So that's good news.
Just hoping all the inspection stuff goes well. I'm crossing my fingers for you guys.
Yeah, man, I've been on that house top to bottom. Like I don't know, if it doesn't happen, then it's just the most unlucky house I've ever dealt with. And other than that, I have a flip in Newport Richey that Salem listed. We listed it for 149, ended up getting an offer for 165. So I'm really pumped about that. But you know, there's no appraisal. There's an appraisal contingency and stuff, so we'll see what happens. But Salem's been doing a great job dealing with the appraisers on my last couple, so hopefully we can keep the streak going.
Sweet.
I have a listing in Riverview coming up next week. It's a 3-2 2017 construction. I'm partnering with Salem on that one as well. You know, I think we're gonna list around 300 if anyone has any buyers, but we're gonna do open houses and everything, and you know, see what we can get for it.
Okay.
And then I had 2 flips going, one in Lowry Park, one in Largo. They're massive rehabs, but should be done hopefully within, you know, the next 3 to 4 months. And then I'm buying one in West Chase next week. So that should be a pretty quick flip, but should be priced around 370 if anybody's looking. And then I just need houses like everybody else. So if anybody has any.
Where have you been getting most of your stuff, man?
The one I got in Lowry was a realtor referral, both are realtor referrals. So I'm thankfully I've got them right in. I got them under contract in December, and one was a short sale, one was a probate. So they closed in March. So like right when the market really started getting really, really crazy, I have these projects, and then this one in West Chase is another referral. So I gotta, but unfortunately my the realtors are wising up a little bit, and they're just kind of listing everything now. So I don't really have that pocket listing, uh, secret sauce I had before. So I got to figure something else out.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering myself, because like it's nuts. Like this is just insane. I don't know, Salem, I know you're actively looking for flips too, so I don't know if you want to chime in if you've been seeing anything, but I have not seen anything in the last 30 to 60 days worth a damn to take down. Like, so am I just missing something? Because like there's people still buying these deals, and my personal opinion is they're basing it on speculation that the market's still going to be crazy, and in 6 months, 7 months from now, that the market's going to be 30% higher than it is now. I mean, is that what you guys are seeing? Because that's gambling, and I don't gamble, so it seems
I'm
like
on the same page. I get lucky here and there. I mean, it's just a numbers game, and you got to find, at least for my avenue, like it's finding realtors who, don't like they do like they do luxury listings, and they get like a house that smells like cigarettes, and they're like, oh, I don't want to deal with that. So then they put it, they call me. It's kind of like that's like my dynamic, but I haven't seen any deals from wholesalers that are good. I never do, but I haven't really seen anything else. So, but I'm not doing any texting or any marketing, so I got to figure something else out.
I'm about ready to scrap all of that. Just so you guys know, I'm done. Like I am this close to just whacking all of that, because we are not getting any traction, and I'm just funneling $500 a week in skip tracing alone, $500 a week into 1,000 basically phone numbers a week. And we have that one under contract. I got to call her today and cancel, because I couldn't even get like new net worth to like even bite on it.
The one in Ybor?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna throw a low offer back at her, like, hey, look, you said it didn't need any work. It needs a bunch of work. I didn't realize it was on the train tracks. I'll buy it from you for 120. And if she takes that, will probably close on it. But I'm not going any lower or higher than that.
Well, what do you have it under contract for, if you don't mind me asking?
170.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's just not a deal.
Yeah.
Once I walked it, I was like, no way. But it's just not.
Yeah. It's getting really, really hard. So I don't know. You get lucky here and there though. So just keep trying, I guess. But I haven't spent any money on marketing since I started. So
makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yep, retail's the way to go, guys. So you guys are gonna make way more money than I do in the next couple months. Oh shit! No, I'll still find them. It's just getting more and more difficult. That's all. Waiting for the crash. Yeah. All right, Salem, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Monday. I just redid my goals for Q2. I finished Q1 really strong. Like for my personal goals, I closed actually 2 million in real estate. So I was really proud of myself. My goal is to increase that by $500,000 each quarter. So I actually looked at what I've got right now, and I am one contract away from hitting that goal. So I'm really excited. I just need that one contract before June to hit that. But Patricia and I are going door knocking tomorrow to try to get some off market properties in Seminole Heights, because I have tried everything for my buyers and have nothing. So today I'm pulling a trick from Greg's handbook, and I'm going to do canceled and expired listings just to see what I can get for the last year. And if they haven't, so I'm going to cross-reference to see if they've sold. And if they haven't, I'm just going to give them a call and ask if they'd be wanting to sell to my buyers off market. And then Dawn and I are actually looking at maybe partnering on something that we can get under contract this month to renovate before June for my buyers as well. I have a listing in Seminole Heights that will be on the market at the beginning of May. It's a 3-2. It's very close to the highway, but it will be listed under 300. And it's in like the very desirable old Seminole Heights, south of Sly, east or west of 275. And got a couple of things. Really, I'm coming up, the one in West Riverview that he mentioned, and always looking for deals, but I'm changing my strategy because I just found out my husband has to go to officer training school in July. So he's gonna be gone for 2 months and I'm gonna be here by myself. So I'm not flipping anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just pulled the plug on deals for myself, but I am trying to extend my network for investors. I'm really finding it fun to design for other investors. So if you have anyone that you'd like to give my name to, I'd be really appreciative of that. But that's kind of where I'm funneling all of my energy and doing more e-design because I'm not going to be here for much longer. So I got to figure something out.
I know.
That's why I kind of stopped the KV Core because they're such long term that I'm really working like 8 months because that's all I don't know, but I'm assuming I have 8 to 9 months.
Yeah. So really quick on your door knocking, before you guys do that, please come by the office. And if you don't have them, come get some of these. Because when you show up to the door, you're going to say, you guys, if you hire us to resell it or buy it, you're going to need one of these and hand it to them. That's the old school way to do it. And the stuff recycles itself, when it comes to marketing, because people, they try to get fancy, me included, and literally just walking up to them with this and saying, hey, by the way, if you need to get your house sold, I know that it's expired or whatever, you really want this hanging from that sign, you need to hire me. So we have like 4 of them sitting here at the office. So worth a shot. Sad day, Salem. Sad day. It's all good. Anything else I can help you with?
No, I don't think so. I mean, obviously I'm asking for pitches. If you know of any investors who need some design work to increase their ROI, I think Billy can vouch for me a little bit, but hopefully looking to expand that and e-design more to transition my business online.
Cool.
He's legit.
Very good. All right, Beth, you're up. Are you there, Beth? Nope. I'm going to go on to Jackie then.
Okay, so we're closing on your property today.
We'll see.
That's a good thing. It's happening.
I know.
We'll see. It's happening.
I know it's happening. I just got your text.
Yeah. I've got 2 listings that are going active tonight or tomorrow morning. Probably tonight I'll have them active. My one in Venice is fine.
Tonight with the amount of offers that you're going to get.
Well, I already have people blowing up my phone wanting to see the one in Venice. And it's like, I will let you know as soon as it's active, which will be late tonight, so you can view it anytime tomorrow. So I already have people blowing up my phone because it needs some love. It really needs some love. I mean, it was a bachelor that lived in it for 13 years and did nothing to it after he moved into it. So besides being extremely filthy, the cleaner, I think, almost had a heart attack when I sent her by there. But
you want to cash and quick close offer? I got money. I got to blow. Let's go.
He's wanting to get more than what you would want to pay for it right now, but wait a month. If he doesn't get an acceptable offer, he will be revisiting that.
Okay.
Because we've already had that discussion.
Okay.
So I've got that one, and then I've got one in Fishhawk that's coming up, a townhouse, 3-2. It's got a rent-to-rent now. The lease ends on Halloween. So I got all the paperwork back from the seller on that one this morning. So I should have that one active tonight as well. So I'll have 2 more active tomorrow.
Hey, Jackie, can you tell me some more details on that townhome at Fishhawk? Does it have a garage, and what is the price?
There is no garage,
Darn.
and the price is $192,500.
Okay.
It is in Fishhawk. It's right across from the pool. It's got the lighting above the crown molding in the ceiling in the living room and the master bedroom, which is really kind of cool. Other than that, the biggest selling point is that it's in Fishhawk.
Okay.
But there is no garage.
My guy might be interested. I'm gonna run it by him. Once I get the pre-approval, obviously, I'll see if he can go that high. But he might be interested in something like that. Just a FYI, I might get with you on it.
Okay. All right. But those are my 2 that are going active, and that's it right now. I'm staying in the parking lot of my chiropractor for my physical therapy.
Bummer.
So, yeah, fun
That's good.
stuff.
That's amazing, actually.
But
that traction going, Jackie. So good job.
yeah, and I've got the other possible listing still in Lakeland. I'm still working on that one. So,
Cool.
yeah, that's it.
That's great. Anything I can help you with, Jackie? I know we're gonna get to the finish line today on Broad, but we
Thank
will.
goodness. Yep. Nope. And if I'd never have to deal with that one tenant again in my life, I'll be very, very happy.
Well, she's going on the blacklist once, because she's never allowed to rent any of our properties ever again.
Oh my goodness. You just don't even know the half of it. But anyway.
I got your text saying, when can I Greg sign? I'm like, I'm going right now. It's not my house anymore.
Okay. All right. Sounds
So
good to
just so
me.
you guys understand, like, so Matt Kelsey, my partner in Deployed Capital and works a lot here with Outfast, right? We talk about this all the time. We're partners in that house. He has rentals. I've had rentals. I need you guys to understand something about rental properties. And I've been kind of like talking to a lot of you this way. You guys need to understand that you guys don't make money on your cash flow typically, right? I think we talked about this, Beth, actually, in your onboarding. You don't make money on your cash flow because as soon as you have something go wrong, like a repair of some sort, that cash flow that you've been stacking for 6 months to a year, gone. And because of that one tenant who complained about every little knickknack in that house that got fixed, that really probably could have just told her to go pound sand, it ate up pretty much all of our monthly rental profits for about a year. And so, like, thank goodness we bought it right. It appreciated into a just stupid amount of money. But like, you guys need to understand that rental properties typically don't yield money monthly that everyone talks about. Oh, cash flow is king. Yeah, it is, because it pays your mortgage down, but you can't bank on that $200 or $300 a month, because as soon as the AC goes out, the roof leaks, the electrical, something happens, the fan stops working, whatever, that money just disappears very, very quickly. So not that you guys understand, I'm not discouraging you from buying and rental properties whatsoever, but just have a different mindset that, I'm going to buy a rental property that's going to pay me $200-$300 a month. I can go do X amount of things with this every month. Nope. That just goes in a separate account that sits there like a retirement account too. So that's the prime example of like that. Cause Matt has, I know Jeremy manages them, but like whatever, it's like he doesn't make money on his monthly, because as soon as like he had to replace both the roofs or 2 roofs, like he has like 2 houses right next to each other last year. That was like 10 grand, 12 grand. And he's owned those properties for basically 4 or 5 years. So all that monthly cash flow gone. But he has huge appreciation at this point. If he sells them, he probably will make 100 grand on each of those houses. So that's where the money is, not in your monthlies. So just reminder. So
yeah, she was even still complaining when we did the final walkthrough. She wanted more dirt by the fence. I'm like, because it had kind of settled. I was like, and she's like, Jackie. I'm like, just a minute, Marissa. I'm talking to the handyman. I'm talking to the buyer's agent. Jackie, it's like, I said just a minute. It's like I didn't know what was going to come out of her mouth. I just wanted everybody else gone.
Well, we're done as of 5 o'clock today. It's no longer our problem.
Yep. I know. Exciting times.
Fun stuff, guys. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Yep.
Well, great stuff, Jackie. Thank you for all your help on Broad, and we'll get it today.
You're welcome.
All right, Beth, now that you're there, how are you?
I'm good. Sorry, I just missed you. Well, you saw my daughter. She's a little sick today, so she's all over the place. She doesn't act sick, but so not much going on with me. I did get some leads, some KV Core leads over the weekend, but nobody's responded to the auto text back yet. So I just waiting to see what happens with that.
Give them a call at some point today.
Okay.
Check in with them. Hey, I saw you came in. I sent you a couple texts. Wanted to see if you're serious about buying right now, or if you're just looking, if you're serious, the market's great, blah, 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 blah. Just, kind of go through that with them. Because honestly, the
Okay.
phone calls, you're going to have a lot more. I don't want to say you're going to have success getting them on the phone, but when you do get them on the phone, you have a lot more success converting them into serious buyers, or just knowing whether they're, prospects versus, just lookers is what I'm looking at, I'm trying to say. So getting on the phone,
Right.
just to try and get them on the phone because they'll tell you on the phone more seriously if they're interested or not. If they're not, that's great. It's good to know. You put them in a long-term follow-up later, for 6 months or so. Hi.
Can you say hi, Al?
Hi. Yeah, we're actually going to start doing some more and more training on on the leads themselves, like how to work them better.
Follow up and work 'em.
I did talk a little bit about that on Friday, is when those leads come in, the first thing we'll be doing is immediately calling them. We are going to do some more trainings on the lead flow and lead, working the leads as we go. And so with that being said, we are going to change this format up a little bit more too. So going forward, what we're going to be doing with this training is this Monday accountability is really going to be more accountability on the KV Core leads, as well as what you have and need kind of thing. But we're going to kind of start going through the people that join. We're going to start going through your guys' leads that you're working, and just kind of talk through where I think you guys could have done this better or done that better, just seeing where they are in the pipeline of the company generated ones. If you want to talk about individual ones, probably won't have time for that, but we're going to go through the company generated ones so we can make sure that the ball's not being dropped, or that you guys are understanding where the ball might have been dropped, just so you guys can be a little bit better at working them in the future. And so that way it keeps you guys, sharp when these leads come in, because they're not, like I said on Friday, they're not just looking at our ads. They're not just looking at our websites. They're looking at everyone else's too. So the first one that gets a hold of them typically wins that buyer. And sometimes buyer and seller, if they're also looking to sell their current house to move into the next one. So we are going to spend some time on that. I just have to carve out when I can do that, and how long that might take us. So, because I'm looking at some of the leads that have come in even this morning. And unfortunately, I'm looking at several of them are from, who's that? Andrea's listing that she went live on Friday. She had 20 offers or some stupid number over the weekend. And she's already under contract. So, that's why it's super important for you guys to actually call those leads and say, hey, if you're interested in that property and you're pre-approved, pre-qualified, whatever, and you want to see it, we got to go now, because I know Andrew, she's in our office. We've already had multiple offers on that property, blah, 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 blah. If you want to go see it, we got to go now. And so, KV Core is great for the automatic touches, but it still does not beat picking up the phone within the first couple of minutes and calling that person and say, hey, I saw you were interested over at Knollwood. I just got off the phone with Andrea, because you could literally text Andrea real quick. Hey, Andrea, that property just went live. How many offers do you have? I've got a lead that's interested in it. And then call them right away and say, hey, I just texted with Andrea. The house is already on the house that you were interested in. It's already got offers on it. If you're pre-approved, let's go see it right now. And then get them on the phone. You're saying, send me your pre-approval letter. Let's go schedule an appointment to go, or a showing right now. And boom, boom, boom. Move it quick with them, because these are active live listings that are ours. Like, so you guys can get a hold of our agents really quick, saying, hey, Andrea, it's Beth over at Outfast. I got a lead that's interested in your house. What's the deal? So
Okay.
that's really the thing you guys have to really, really work with with the leads when they come in, is you just got to be fast, because the houses are going so fast. So it'll really help you guys convert them as well, because if you can show them that you're serious about helping them as fast as possible, they're going to be more serious about signing a buyer agreement and maybe moving forward, instead of just being a looky-loo, right? Because we all know that everyone knows a realtor in this town, right? And so you've got to be able to separate yourself. And if you're willing to jump in and pounce on them and say, hey, I just talked to a listing agent, we got to go, and it's going to let you know. That's something I love about even cold calling and texting, though, because they'll tell you, no, I'm not selling. No, I'm not interested in selling. No, that's fine. I don't want to waste any more time and dollars on direct mailing you or knocking on your door or stuff like that. I know that you're not interested in selling. Okay, cool. Move on to the next. And it's the same idea. If they're not interested in buying, they're just looking. It's better to know that now than continuing to have to follow up with them, But at least if you get on the phone with them, to get their story a little bit more than just hoping that they text you back. So.
Okay. That sounds good. Besides that, I'm just trying to crank out some of the learnings,
for sure,
and stuff to figure out what I'm doing in this business since I'm so fresh.
For sure.
But yeah, that's all that's going on with me.
Good stuff. All right. As usual, I'm obviously always still looking for good deals, but like we said earlier, they're harder to find. Everything is, I'm still waiting on Dawn to hear back on Bo. We're supposed to close on that one this week on the resale, and then just waiting for Florida to get done before that one is listed, hopefully by the end of this month, if not by May. But yeah, everything's going well over here.
Oh, Greg.
Yeah.
On Flora, I think Elsie mentioned us coming up and maybe doing something there, like a little walkthrough or something.
Mm-hmm.
Should I reach out to Keely for the lockbox code?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
Yep. Yeah, you guys are more than welcome when we have, you guys should be reaching out. Like we talked about this a little bit on Friday morning before everyone kind of came in, or maybe it was last Monday. I can't keep my day straight these days. Maybe it was, it might've just been like you, me, and Lindsay the other day. You guys should be reaching out to everyone in our circle chat and saying, hey guys, who has rehabs in different stages coming up? Because I'd love to do some marketing to try and get some buyers in that area, because what's coming up. Again, you especially if you're working with Salem, right? What Salem stuff looks like. What Shannon's end products look like. You can basically do some video marketing, say, hey guys, we have this listing coming up in the next couple of weeks to a month. You don't give any details because you got to do the clear cooperation nonsense. Just talk about the deal, and you create some video content that shows, hey, this is what we've got, and this is what the end product. Because I guarantee you, Salem, you already know what the end product's going to look like because you're designing it. Same with Shannon. They're not like just willy-nillying what kind of finishes are going in that project. You could help them promote it and get that house even more exposure. You're not going to get it sold prior to it hitting the MLS, because I would never pre-sell a deal at this point. There's too many buyers looking, right? I would do that in the old days, but now the more exposure you get, the better. But at least you can get more people's eyes on that project. So when Shannon or Salem or Billy or whoever's listing does go live, you've got that much more eyeballs on it. And with you being an Outfast agent, it's probably going to help. If your buyer is interested in that house when it is time to go list, it will probably carry a lot more weight than it just being some random experience agent bringing a buyer to the deal.
Tell stuff.
Exactly. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it would help with you guys, getting the offer accepted when it's an internal buyer from an internal seller. The offer still has to make sense to you guys as the investor and the seller, but at the same time, it will carry a little bit more weight. So you guys should definitely be doing that.
Like those buyers that may be interested in that, like maybe get to see it and they think, oh no, that's not for me. Then that's your buyer,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
Because like you can, you basically set, the buyer gets interested in that sees that video of it, and you're in the middle of it, like, say you're panning the kitchen and it's empty right now. Well, you pan back with a kitchen that Salem's done for Billy recently, right? And so it's like you have to cut it up and edit some things, but like, it's going to look very similar to this one. And like they're not, oh, I don't like the handles. I don't like brass handles, or I don't like I don't like the black handles, right? I want the stainless steel, right? Well, this one's going to have that one, so that's okay. We've got more coming, blah blah blah. And it
Mhm.
just gets them their interest peaked, right?
Yeah.
So there's lots of different ways you guys can do this, and unfortunately, like I've been telling all of you, you got to get out from behind the camera and get in front of it. So, but yeah, I really think you guys should be doing that, because it will help separate yourself again from the rest of the competition that's out there. And there are plenty of y'all that are doing, or of us as a group that are flipping houses. Like, Raphael's got one going in the middle. He's in the middle of rehab right now. That's a perfect one to do. And there's obviously Billy's got a couple going on. We're wrapping up one of ours.
We used to have a database. Well, we have Monday.com. I don't think it's been updated recently. Is
No.
there?
That really needs to go. Unfortunately, what we need to do is we need to get on the listings inside of KV Core.
Oh,
1 second. I'm going to share my screen real quick. Over here on the listings, everyone needs to be better about, come on, putting everything in the manual listings that they have upcoming. Like I need to put Flora in here and put some, and have, what you could do is put the design photos and stuff like that in here. And that way you can kind of like share that link out.
And then didn't you say that there, once it goes in MLS, you'd link them or something?
It automatically links based on
Okay.
the address. Yeah.
Okay.
So like, yeah, if that was actually coming soon, and once it goes live in the MLS, it will actually take that and move it to the MLS listings.
Oh, okay.
Now, granted, you should, if you're pre-marketing a deal, you can't put the address in there.
Right.
You have to get creative on how you're doing it. Just put 10XX or whatever for the address, so it doesn't do it. But when it's time to go live, you would go back and change it. Once you're in that 24-hour window thing, so it will grab it and populate it. But yeah, you could put all the stuff in here as well.
But yeah, so if everybody could, I mean, I know it's tough asking people to do more on what they've got going, but that would be helpful for a lot of agents, or a lot of us who don't have our own listings and stuff. Definitely.
Yeah, because everything can go here. You can go to gallery of all the photos, what it's going to look like, as all that stuff like that. But anyway, that's one way to do it for sure.
Cool.
All right, guys. Well, let's take a break, and we'll start Insane Productivity at 11. I will put the what do you call it? We're going to go back to week 1 today. So I'll put the inside of the chat, I will post the workbook for everybody to print. So I'll see you guys at 11 o'clock.
Thanks, Greg. Take care, man.
Yep.